Hey, how's it going? And welcome to a game called The Stanley Parable. I was recommended this game when I was playing Portal 2. Apparently the sense of humour is kind of similar. There are two versions of this game. There's the first one that was released a good few years ago, and there's been like an extended deluxe version that was released a couple years ago. I bought the first one because it was cheaper and I have no money. So let's play.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Good.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I can move now. Da-da-da. Nice looking office. Hello? Is there really no one here?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, I turned it off. Sorry. Hello? Nice painting. I'll just need to save energy bills, you know? No. Looks like an old office. Did everyone get abducted? Where's the meeting room? Or meeting office? Escape through the ceiling?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why? What's wrong with the door on the right? I mean, they kind of look similar. Will I die if I don't do what you tell me? Let's see.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
No, I don't!
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I don't know where I'm going! Oh my god, looks like someone had a fight. Also, are you like... Do you know what I'm doing, or are you the voice in my head? Who are you?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's great. It's kind of depressing, actually.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Can't zoom in. That looks... what happens if I go straight ahead? This looks like a warehouse. Do I work for a warehouse company then? Gonna go straight ahead. Ooh, another painting. Aha! No comments? Alright.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oi! I'm a good worker. Did it say? Oh, not that close. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off cargo lift, $5,000. You're gonna sue me when I'm dead? I don't seem to be able to really interact with anything. It's just wander around. Oh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Can I jump off?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Am I going to be
Good job,
sued?
Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I wanted to see what would happen. Where am I? Oh, I'm at the very start. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
So I'm
mean?
guessing this is like
Stanley
you've got
decided
multiple
to go to the
options, like you
meeting
can
room.
do what he
Perhaps
tells
he had
you or
simply
go
missed a
against
memo.
him, sort of thing. I kind of want to see what happens if I actually stay on the cargo thing. Okay, where do you take me?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Can I make it onto
Someone
here?
you've forgotten about.
What?
Really?
Yes!
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yeah.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everywhere. Who are you? Are you God? I don't even know where I am now. Down the stairs. I've got free will. Woohoo!
Now listen
Oh.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Why are you giving me options if you want me to do what you say? I'm not doing it. Fuck it.
Aha, perhaps
Oi.
you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I'm colorblind. I'm not.
I still don't think you're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, blue door.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
Looks
There's
terrifying.
nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a
Jesus.
lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
There are other platforms.
Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Ceiling light. I just kind of want to annoy you. It's kind of fun. Alright.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Yeah.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Oh. Oh, okay, we've got a whole new Stanley worldwide leaderboard. Is this real? These actual things? Skip the intro sequence. Only 3% of players chose the blue door. 98% of players are subtractive. I don't read that. How long does it take you to get the correct door? Compete against the others to improve your standing. Alright, I'm gonna go for this one now.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Nah.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay, I'm playing a different game now, apparently. What the fuck?
The baby crawls left towards danger.
Good.
You click the button to move him back to the right.
Nah.
And if he reaches the fire, you fail.
Cool.
It's a very meaningful game. All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Yeah.
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
4
so
hours?
Why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Unfortunately for you, I don't like kids, so I'm letting it burn. Goodbye, baby.
You heartless bastard.
Yeah.
Did you do it because you hate babies or
Yes.
purely to spite me?
Both, really.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
I thought I was just a lowly office worker. How have I gone into this?
This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Minecraft!
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Can't jump.
But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Oh.
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Ooh, let's see. Oh.
Let's see what...
Can't do anything.
Yes, of
Good
course.
luck.
And just to finish it all off, yes.
That's shit.
It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Fucking hell.
But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Well, we'll just stay out here.
Isn't it grand?
No.
Isn't it perfect?
Nope.
It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond Everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh, I've been out. I've never played Minecraft a day in my life, but I've somehow managed to play it while playing another game. Would you have to get permission from the developers to do this? Like, to put this in the game?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. I don't know what I'm doing. How do you...
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind.
Oh, really?
I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save
God,
this
it's
one.
dark.
Okay, new game.
Right, it's completely dark. What is this? I like it. Oh, some music.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love
Portal!
it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to
my
me
God.
talk. Oh, it's inspired.
Is
I couldn't
GLaDOS
have done
gonna
it
come
any
on?
better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
You there, GLaDOS? Oh my god, this is amazing. I love it. Give me a portal gun. I'm prepared.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical
Yeah.
thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
I already played this. I know what I'm doing.
Genius.
This is great.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty.
Aw.
I really don't care
I
much
want-
to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough.
No, you can't leave me
So,
here.
why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then...
Woo! Oh my god, what is this? You there? Am I like behind the scenes of the game? Okay. I think you're gone. Oh, it fell again. Where am I? Is this still the office? You there, Mr. Narrator? It's kind of lonely now. And I can barely see anything. Hello? 423. Oh, lights. This is great. I love it. I can see why people who play Portal like this, because it has Portal in it. Ooh. Is this your headquarters? Narrator guy? God? Whoever it was speaking? I can't really see. Do I go back now?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
Oh, has he forgotten me?
I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
No.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay, you're kind of scaring me now.